Good morning, guys. Day 3, and it is an overcast day. Please don't rain. Please don't rain. Well, this is new. I'm locked in here in the burger, can't get out. Check out that echo. I put away the key before opening the door. Gotta wait for another pilgrim to come down now so I can get out.
A rookie mistake that will cost me half an hour out of the day. Once out of the albergue, it was back to the all too familiar desolate streets that were buzzing with tourists and locals last night. 9 degrees Celsius or 48 Fahrenheit, and it was only 7:39 in the morning. Since there was no breakfast served in the albergue, I was on the lookout for a cafe.
Okay, finally got out of the albergue. So good morning on day 3 once again. 25-kilometer day ahead of me, and here I am on an empty stomach. Last night I slept nice and toasty. Room for 4 with 4 blankets, and I took 2. Pair that with a liner that I brought instead of a sleeping bag, and I saved some weight there. Not much, but it is good to regulate your temperature. The room faced the street, so it was a little bit on the noisy side and bright, but not too bad. Here we are creating a routine, creating memories. Oh look, there's a bakery. That breakfast hit the spot. I had a cappuccino and my first Napolitano or chocolate croissant for breakfast.
The yellow arrows guided me on my way out of town. Joggers and early risers trickled out onto the streets. The low-level fog and the cold temperature made the walk out of Pavoa pleasant. Saw plenty of surfers enjoying the waves. Dare I say, the water was too cold for a Caribbean pilgrim to go for a dip. All kidding aside, I was glad to be back on the wooden walkways feeling static for the day ahead. I was surprised to have these views all to myself with no other pilgrim in sight. At only 212 kilometers away from Santiago, I was expecting the Camino to be a little bit more crowded, but maybe it's too early in the season. I consider the slow but relentless snail the unofficial mascot of the Camino. They're always there to remind you that if you keep putting a foot in front of the other, eventually you will get there.
Today's gonna be different. Different is good. It's gonna be a healthy mix of walking on by the beaches, on the wooden pathways that I've grown accustomed to over the last couple of days, some dirt path, and asphalt, the road. It's gonna be plenty of that too. But on still flat terrain, so don't get too excited.
I came across the first of many windmills of the day in Aguasadora and shared the path with cyclists going in both directions. The wooden pathway cut through the dunes for a kilometer before making a sharp right turn to avoid a golf course that hugs the beach. Little bit of wind and the sun just came out.
It only means that I can take off the fleece jacket. First time on the trip. I'm leaving the beach for the road. So embrace yourself. It's been a very quiet day today. I haven't seen any other pilgrim on the road. Maybe I left too early. Maybe this is just a section that is very light on foot traffic. It's not too bad, it's a backcountry road. Here comes a cart.
The abundance of seaweed is typical of northern Portugal, and as a result, it is commonly used as fertilizer on the nearby agricultural fields. Walking by greenhouses and watching the farmers work their plot of land was a nice break to the routine. Honestly, I wasn't expecting to see so much pesticide being used, but then again, I've seen worse. A second windmill meant I was past the golf course, and it was time to rejoin the beach for the last push to the popular summer destination of Apulia. The beach has gained fame for its high levels of iodine. The town has every kind of service and facility, but every cafe and restaurant I came across was closed, so I pressed on. I was surprised to see a row of windmills facing the coast. These mills were used for centuries to grind grain. The triangular sails and rotating roofs to withstand the wind are a stark contrast to the traditional image one has of mills. Most are abandoned, but these were converted into summer houses with no trespassing signs by their gates. I guess the rest stop will have to wait.
Just had a chill lunch at a restaurant on the outskirts of town, and man, what a great meal. It was like marisco pincho with squid, calamari and shrimp, sparkling water, and then closed it with some coffee. I had a little show between the cat and the parasailing guy, paragliding. But it was super chill, took forever, took about an hour. My legs started I'm starting to feel my legs, they started to get sore. And yeah, almost close to Fao, I believe the name of the town. And 2 hours to make it to my final destination, to the albergue. Great weather, it's not really that cold or windy, and the sun, you can actually feel it. So, all in all, great day. Have not seen another pilgrim, but that might change pretty soon as I get to Fao. As I said before, that's a common place where the two caminos merge, or not merge really. It's just the people that are doing the central, if they decide they want to do the coastal, there's an alternative route that takes you to it. After this, I believe there's no other way to switch between the two caminos until at least 3 or 4 days ahead. That was my plan B in case the weather turned for the worse. I will go inland, but so far, so good. Well, there you have it. I missed my turn and kept on walking. Thankfully, I caught it just in time, thanks to my GPS tracks that I downloaded to my phone. I mean, this path is marked. Not as well marked as the Frances, but good enough. It's just that I'm taking an alternative route, I guess. There is a coastal route, and then there's the one that I'm taking that is just trailing the beaches. I think the coastal one is better marked than this one. That is why I downloaded the GPS tracks. It's always it's helpful, you know. If you don't need it, it's fine. But if you get lost, just like I did right now, it is a lifesaver. So probably about a 10 to 20 minute detour that I took, and I'm almost to FAO. So it happens to the best of us.
I followed the N13 road to the Luis Felipe Steel Bridge from 1892. Crossing over the Cadagua River down the narrow pathway made it difficult as there was a woman on a wheelchair coming my way. The coastal route takes you through the center of town, but I opted instead to stick to the water's edge following jet skis splashing around the waterway. The Maritime Museum was surrounded by hotels, bars, and cafes. A kilometer down the tourist-filled walkway is Esposende's eye-catching sign next to a 15-meter-tall metal lighthouse from 1922. The adjacent fort dates back to the late 17th century and was built to guard the mouth of the river. A snack gave me the boost I needed to make it to the albergue in Mariñas, 2.5 kilometers away.
So guys, finally made it to town. It is 4:30. I've been walking for an eternity. And the funny thing about this albergue is that you actually have to check in at the Red Cross. It costs about €5, and the actual albergue is about 200 meters away. So I'm almost there. I think I see it in the distance. Yes, that's it, right next to the church. What are the odds of washing my clothes and them getting dry today? I say very low, but we're gonna give it a try anyways. Let's fall back into the routine. So it is nighttime already. I got to the albergue, like I said, at 4:30. I washed my clothes, settled in. There were only 2 other pilgrims, 2 Germans. Yeah, went out to eat with them. We had a dinner not far from the albergue. We were there for like 2 hours just talking non-stop. And as soon as we got back, it was a full house. Not many, about 10 pilgrims in total. So yeah, that's it for day 3, guys. Tomorrow I move inland for a bit, and it's also gonna rain. There's rain in the forecast, which kind of sucks. Thing is that it's gonna rain in the morning, so maybe I'll get a late start. We'll see how the day progresses. But that's it. Great day today. Saw a lot of things. Very rewarding. Very happy with the way it turned out. So see you guys tomorrow.